Playoffs, 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 la da 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 da, football. Greetings, gridiron ears. Fitzy from townienews.com, back with my NFL Wildcard Weekend games that don't involve the New England Patriots preview, otherwise known as, dude, didn't I see all these games last weekend? And weren't they all friggin' blowouts? 3 out of the 4 Wildcard Weekend games are rematches from last week. Unbelievable. What's also unbelievable is that I haven't showered since New Year's. Jeez. Rematch game that now counts for something, number 1, features the New York Jetropolitans traveling to the Queen City to take on the Cincinnati Bengal Tiger people. Last Sunday night, the Jets, needing a win to get in after they received the Curtis Painter special in Indy the week before, beat the Bengals 37-0 in what was voted by me as the most boring football game ever. Seriously, that game was so boring, anesthesiologists now show it to their patients before surgery. Cincinnati didn't really have Bo, Jackson, or Diddley to play for, but then again, they haven't really played that well since before that new Twilight movie came out. Meanwhile, the Jets now have momentum, the #1 rushing attack, and the #1 overall defense in football. But I hate the Jets, almost as much as I hate people who cut in line or talk on their cell phone at the dinner table. So let's go, Cincy. I'm hungry for more! Rematch game that now counts for something, number 2, features a real NFC Jim Dandy in Philly going back to Dallas. Jim Dandy? Who uses that line anymore? What is this, the 1930s? What, are you looking for both teams to give a real crackerjack performance? What a maroon, right? If you'd asked me a month ago who I thought was going to represent the NFC in the big game, I'd have told you it would have been the Eagles, Wit and Wiz, mostly because of the dynamic Donovan McNabb to Action Jackson connection. But after Philly's Week 17 craptacular, where they ate a Big D in the Big D, where they went from being a potential number 2 to rolling around in a bed of their own number 2, well, let's just say that my confidence in the Eagles went the way of Jay Leno at 10 p.m. Seriously, I'd be more comfortable picking the cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as opposed to this cast of Philadelphia against the Cowboys. Dallas is at home at the Jerry Jones Death Star with the giant television, and of late, surprisingly, the Cowboys have been playing what Randy Moss would call some hellified football. How about them Cowboys indeed? Hey, you guys want to see my Wade Phillips impersonation? Huh? And finally, in rematch game from last weekend that now counts for something, number 3, following the Pats-Ravens showdown throwdown, we have the Green Bay Packers, Goal, Pack, Goal, traveling once again to Arizona to take on Larry Fitzgerald, also known as the other Fitzy. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't for his good hands, you'd never be able to tell the difference between the two of us. And the defending NFC champion, Cardinals. Now this has the makings for the most enjoyable, pass-catching, point-scoring, high-flying, zip-zamming, ding-donging game of the weekend. Each team has great quarterbacks, track-star receivers, good ground games, and the ability to pretty much score from anywhere at any time. Personally, I like both of these teams, and I'm really kind of looking forward to this game. But how much I'm able to enjoy it depends a lot on what happens at 1 in the p.m. If things in New England go well, man, this Packers-Cardinals game is amazing. Why, it's like watching a video game come to life. Boy, I tell you, life really is super. And if, God forbid, things in New England don't go so well, this game sucks. Both of these teams are stupid. You know what? Christmas is canceled. Yeah, you heard right. Obviously, I'd prefer the former to the latter. And I'd also prefer if both teams just pulled their Ds and tried to score as often as possible. Well, if it's pulling Ds we're talking about, then you might want to get your mom involved. But if push came to shove, and push told shove, hey, you know what, shove, you got to pick a winner, I guess I'd have to go with the surgeon D of the Green Bay Packers to pull off the trifecta. Above all, let's just hope that the rematch weekend games don't stink nearly as much as the initial games. Or me. Jeez, again. Happy wildcarding, everyone. Here's to good times and great football. Till we meet again, this is Fitzy from townienews.com saying eat up, drink well, and God bless football.